Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Tamara. So I am here with another video for you, and I'm going to share in this video my simplified planner. I did share the haul with this, so you all know about this planner. How I'm going to be using this planner is as my business planner, and this business planner is just going to be tracking some things that you should track in your business. So the kind of work that I do is not something that I am able to discuss on this channel, so I appreciate you all not asking me about that at this point. It's not something that I actually want to discuss at this point right now. Anyway, you do need licensing to be able to do what I do, certifications, etc. So I'm just going to leave that how it is. Now, this planner starts in August, and so in August on the monthly page, what I will be tracking is the same information that I'm currently tracking in my Erin Condren Accountability Planner. And that information is how much I earn every time I go out and I actually go on an appointment to work. So I'm going to be putting in there how much I earn for those appointments. I will be putting that in there at the end of the appointment because I want to make sure that appointment holds first, right? Don't put down the income unless the appointment hold. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, is putting down the information once the appointment has come and gone. I want to be able to track here on a monthly basis to see the amount that I earn at a glance. Also, I'll probably end up just putting the total earnings for the week and then for the month down here on the bottom as well. So total. And I might even put the total expenses that I've taken out of each check and then actually put down what I have that's money to be spent and to do something with, or available to be spent. So here I will be writing on the main page, on the daily page. So let's say that I do work this particular day, which is of course not even here yet. It's Monday, July 30th. I'm just using this page as an example page because I'll still be in my day designer. I'll still be using my day designer for work purposes on this date if I get a job to do. And if not, then I can always put it here. So there's plenty of space up and below for it. And I can cover this with a sticker. Yay for stickers. So that's okay. What I will be tracking in here is my mileage. Okay, so I need to keep a track of my mileage. That will be very easy to do, because one of the things that I do is I map the addresses. I like to do pick work orders that have 2 or more appointments to go on in the same general area, and so that way I'm maximizing my drive time, I'm maximizing my efforts. My appointments usually last for about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes each, to be able to work, and I love that. Driving, it takes me longer to drive than it takes me to work when I go on each of these appointments. So I'm going to be tracking commute. So when I pull the route up on Google Maps, it will give me the total mileage, the total mileage. So I will end up putting the total mileage here. I won't have 2, I'll just have the 1. So I'll end up with the total mileage that it takes me to get. I will be putting the addresses that I'm going to here for each of the time slot. I'll be putting it 1 address per time slot. I don't have to put it in at that specific time because, like I said, this is just for tracking. I know when I need to be there, and this isn't exactly what I'm using, so I'll be putting in 1 address per hour time slot. What that's going to do is that's going to help me to look back in my records at the address, and it'll be able to show, I'll be able to see, you know, what I did when I went there. I'll also be putting the name of the person that I met when I went there. So this is not something that you will see. These pages are not what you will see because they have people's information on them. So we're not going to do that. On this to-do section, I have to confirm the appointments when I get them. So I'm just going to make sure that I confirm the appointments. Then I'm going to make sure that I follow up after those appointments. So as long as I'm following up with everyone that I need to follow up with, because I do actually need to follow up with 2 different sets of people, for each appointment that I go on. So I have to make sure that I follow up with that. So I check that when that's complete. So then I know this work day is complete and I have earned my money. I'm also going to be putting on here because, which I did not do, I'm just going to put on here the dollars that I earned, and I can do that anywhere. So let's say for this day I had 3 appointments, so I earned $150, right? So I'm going to make sure that I put how much I earned on that day, so I will know and have it written here. Now we're going to go over to the end of this particular week, and I'll share with you what I'll be writing on every Saturday page. So on every Saturday page is going to be the breakdown, the major breakdown. It's going to be what were my total miles that I did for the week. What was the total hours that I worked for the week? I'd like to see how many hours I'm putting in to be able to kind of get a per hourly rate of what I am doing. And see, you know, how many hours, if I want the same amount of money every single month, how many hours am I going to have to strive for or go for? Okay. I'm also going to be putting right here again for the week, what was my total earned for the week? And for my week, it's going to be Sunday to Saturday. And so it's going to be the total earned Sunday to Saturday. Then I'm going to take out of that, I'm going to take out my tithe, which is 10%. And I'll have, I'm going to make a sheet that has all of the percentages written down once I decide on certain other percentages that make sense for my business. Certain amounts will not make sense for my business, and so I have to make sure that I'm knowing what makes sense for my business. This month is actually the very first month, that full month that I'll be doing this particular job, and so I'm still working that out. I just actually started at the end of June. And so this first month, actually 2 days ago, made it 1 month completely that I started. So that's not bad. My goal was to make $1,200 per month, and I have done that, which is absolutely wonderful. And that's $1,200 in the month of July already. And so I definitely appreciate God for giving me that opportunity. So total miles, total hours, the total earned for the month, then what my total tithe is that I have taken out, which is going to be 10%, my total offering, which I've committed to do 10% of that, what my taxes are, which are probably going to end up being 15%, but I'm thinking maybe I need to do like 20, but we'll see what this works on. I do have some business expense that is $25 per week. That I know needs to come out. And so, 10% weekly, 10% weekly, 15 to 20% weekly. This is $25 period weekly. It's about $100 a month for me to be able to continue to do what I do. Then I have my gas, which is a weekly. So I take this gas out, and I take gas out of this money because of the fact that from where I live in my general area, I can get to anything that I need in about 10 to 15 minutes. I don't need to do all that driving. On the other hand, it takes me 45 minutes to an hour to get to most of my appointments, and that's getting there and then another hour coming back. So that's about 2 hours. So most of my gas is coming from the appointments, and so it gets taken out of here. I do have a section here that I'll be doing for license and education, license certifications. I have to do some of that in order to continue to do what I do. So I need to make a number for this. So I'm working on this number right here. And then I do have a savings challenge in a group that I'm a part of. And I put that to $20 per week. We are supposed to be doing $60 per month, but I'm going to try to see if we could do $20, which would be $80+ per month, if not a little bit more. And so I'm going to stick with that. So that's written here as a bill that has to come out of whatever my totals are already. After that, then I will get what I have to be able to pay a bill, what I have to be able to purchase a chair. You know what I mean? Just anything else now I know what I'm really working with from this particular paycheck, and all the money stays in my account that it goes into, and it does not get spent. Like, it doesn't get spent until I know, okay, how my tithe get paid, my offering get paid, money for my gas, of course, gets reimbursed to whatever card that I use to purchase the gas for that week. The money gets sent back to that card. And then, of course, now I'm going to take this out, transfer that to my savings. So all of those are going to be put on automatic payments. The certain things I probably will have the cash taken out and set aside, which is probably the license and education, just in case, because this one is going to build up. I don't have this every single month, maybe two times a year. And so this, if I leave that money in there, we might have a problem. So that I'll probably take out. And anything else that I think about, I'll write it here. But at the end of that, I need to know, hey, what do I have left that I can actually spend? And this is going to work out really well. I'm happy about this. I'm really happy about doing this way because it's visual. It gives me a visual for that particular week. Then I can go over to, hold on. Then I can go over to my monthly tab on my day designer and see, okay, well, what do I have on here that I'd like to do that I can use that money towards? Oh, I want it to go rock climbing, or I want it to go do paintball. I can go ahead and do that. Oh, let me get my vacuum cleaner. Oh, let me do this. You know, so things like that is the reason why at the end of the day, this system, once it's completely put in place, is going to come full circle for me, because those things that are now probably coming out, that are now coming out of my household budget, would no longer be coming out of my household budget. I'll still be, you know, earning, getting all these things taken care of and paid, plus also doing additional things that I'd like to do. So maybe in 2 weeks, I'd be able to buy my plane ticket. And then in another 2 weeks, I'm buying my mother's plane ticket. And then in another 2 weeks, I'm booking the excursion. So it gives me a plan of action. So when I see it, I know, you cannot take this money and leave it in the account, and then all of a sudden it's gone. You can't do that. You have a plan for it already. And so let's go ahead and make the plan and work the plan. Stick to the plan, please. And so let me know if sometimes you have a problem sticking to the plan. So that'll give me some extra motivation to be able to stick to the plan. This planner, that's how I'm going to work this for the entire duration of this planner. I do not see any reason why I would need to change this planner at all. And so that's how I'm going to be using it. I'm still going to be trying to purchase a Day Designer Mini and see what the difference is going to be for me as far as the feel between the Day Designer Mini and this one. I do know that even though this is nice, it may not work for my everyday writing. And the reason I say that is because the box space that you write on for during the week, let me see. And I can't even, because there's another line on the other side. Let's see here if I can tell. I'd have to take it out. That space is, it's not enough. That's not enough space. I would have to learn how to write even smaller than I do right now. So this is the Day Designer, and I love the space that I have on that. And so I might not, yeah. So it's just to compare to see what the size is on the writing space between the Day Designer and the Simplified Planner mini size, because those are the two most compatible sizes. So you got to compare apple to apples and call that a day. And this here, let's see, goes to about, is that the size of a sticky? Nope, smaller than sticky. Let's see, right here. So yeah, this writing space is smaller. See that? That's smaller, even smaller than what the weekend one is. It's smaller than what the weekend one is. Yeah, so I can't, So even this one is not bad. That's definitely not bad, but that's smaller than what the weekend is. And so, I don't know. Let me see this one. I'm going to try to definitely smaller than that one, you know? So, that would be a hard pill to swallow. So this is how I'm using this planner. Let me know if you have a planner that you're using in a similar way, or if you have thought about using a planner in a similar way. I would definitely, this is okay, like I said, for using in this manner to keep at home for now. It does have a pocket in the front, and what I would do with this pocket in the front is probably just put an envelope in here. So if I take out the money for taxes, then I would put it in here. If I take out the money for the classes, I would put it in here. So everything is in here, and this is put away. This is not something that's out and about, so this would be put away in one of my drawers, etc. So that is it for this video. Let me know what you think about it, what your thoughts are as well. This can work for you even if you're calculating your paycheck as well. So you can calculate if you know your paycheck. So what was how many hours did you work that day? Times that by your daily rate. So what's the amount of time? How many gallons of gas did you do for that day? So you can do that. What else did you spend? Did you buy lunch? So minus your lunch money because you bought lunch. So at the end of that time, what am I left with actually to be able to pay some bills at home? Because we often think we have more money than we actually do, and so we spend it because we think we have more money than we do when we don't. So try it and let me know what you think, if it works for you, yeah or nay. Thank you all for joining me on this video. I have a couple other videos that I did yesterday, and I will be posting them up for you today. They're really probably a hot mess because I felt like a hot mess the past 2 days, yesterday and kind of today. But everything is coming full circle, and I'm happy about that, at least. So let me know what you all think of this and the other videos that are coming up. See you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.